About Kenya's history, when you talk about the struggle for independence in our country, there is one particular name that, haiwezi kosa kwa list yako. I am talking about none other than Dedan Kimathi. Now, on this week's episode on TEEN REPUBLIK segment, Need the Hangout, we are going to be chilling out with an amazing cast of the super production of Dedan Kimathi. Call it a musical, call it whatever you feel like. I'm going to be catching a chat with them just to know what have they learned about Kenya's history, about them acting, and whether or not they will be down to actually focusing more on theatre arts even after school.
In the heart of Africa, a legend was born. A ghost, they said, who moved like wind through the forest. The British Empire called him their most dangerous enemy. To his people, he was a leader, a warrior, and he was willing to spill every drop to see his people free, trapped by those he once trusted. But even as the walls closed in, his fire refused to die. His fight for freedom never died.
So there you have it, guys. So today I am joined by the amazing cast from the amazing, I don't know if I should call it a play or a story or a movie, a production. Okay, everything. I am chilling here with the amazing cast of Dedan Kimathi, live and direct from Woodcreek International School. Wow, how are you guys feeling?
Oh, wonderful. Hey, that's
good? All right, so this is what we'll do. We have a baby girl right there.
I'm Ariana Kanyua, a student in year 11, and I play Mudhoni. Yeah.
Nema Liz. I'm also in year 11, and I play Mukami, Dedan's wife.
Hi, I am Namiri Chiroma Chieng, Nathan, and I play Dedan Kimathi, and I'm in A-levels.
Hello, my name is Tando Mate, and I play by Mungi. Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Ayana Okonji. I'm the student producer for the play, and I also acted as a mama in the production.
As a mama in the production. So I'll just start with you right here. Who is a student producer? Like, what do you do? What exactly do you do as a student producer?
So basically this time around we had a student crew who was shadowing like the professionals in the industry. So we have a producer and a director. So I'm student producer. The producer, I shadow him. I do what he does, but a bit toned down. So he would like send me assignments. Like, I'm in charge of the cast, the well-being of the cast. So I'd take care of the cast, whatever their needs that I could not handle, I would pass it on to my superior, my higher, my Mr. Jairo.
And the gentleman next to you, what can you say was like the first time you were casted? Were you expecting it, or was it like a shocker to you? What came to mind?
Actually, it's a funny story. So when I heard about the play, I was like, maybe I should just audition for fun, see what happens. Maybe I'll get an extra there. So I came here, got my show, I did my thing. I was like, it's just a play, I won't get a role. And I come back later, and I'm being told, he got one of the lead roles. So I was really excited, because I thought, if I wasn't thinking that much about it and I got a big role, imagine if I actually put my energy into it. Wow. I could do great. Yeah.
And do you feel like theatre arts and such kind of a production is something that you do want to explore even after school?
Before we did the play, I wouldn't think so, but after this experience, definitely.
Fighters for freedom tonight. Yes. But we wake up as reapers from his teeth.
I will go to Dedan's wife. What is your role? You see, Dedan is the main character, right? All the time he's on stage, and then the main story is on him. So what exactly is your role when it comes to supporting Dedan or in the production?
I was Dedan's sober mind. I was the one who was, I had the voice of reason when it came to him and his extravagant plans, and yeah.
How did it feel, being on stage with him and all the people watching you? Were you nervous at first?
Yeah, the first show I felt a bit nervous, and then I don't know, I got on stage and just went.
What is the meaning of this? You shouldn't have seen that.
Spare me excuses, Dedan. I saw everything. I heard everything. How could you?
Mukami, please. Let me explain.
Explain. Dedan, explain what?
Mr. Dedan, the main man. I haven't seen Dedan without the hair and everything. First of all, were you chosen because you're big, like you look like you're going to fight for independence? Was that one of the main qualifications?
Never. Like the first role I actually even went for was a narrator. Like I wanted to just, excuse me, I wanted to narrate because I was like, okay, I wanted to pursue voice acting as a side gig or whatever. So I was like, you know what, let me do narrating. So I'm there, obviously they said, okay, yeah, we liked what you did. You're gonna become narrator. Then a couple of days ago, the original person for Dedan Kimathi, I think either quit or I don't know what happened. So I was told, okay, you're auditioning for Dedan Kimathi. I'm like, huh?
Are you being serious?
I'm being so serious. I was like, I don't want to be Dedan Kimathi. I don't fit the role, whatever. So Mr. Lewis, the director, was like, just try it out, see if you like it. So I was auditioning with another guy and said, you're the perfect fit. So I'm like, wow. So it's almost like Tando's how he auditioned. I just auditioned just to just a calm little role, just to chill, because I also had to balance school and Dedan Kimathi. So when I got the role, I was shocked.
Things that weigh heavy on my conscience. I took up arms against those who I believed were oppressors.
Wow.
Deep down, I did want to be Dedan Kimathi, but I was like, no, let me just stay back and relax.
How long did it take you to master the script and whatnot? Because I saw you backstage. You had your script. You're going through a couple of things. Are you just confirming? I'm only quite sure, or you're just confirming a couple of things and that?
I only got to memorize that script, I think, a few days before the show. I'll be so honest with you. Like, a lot of people won't notice, but I think when you understand the story, it's easier to improvise. So like, a lot of people won't notice, but a lot of the times I had no lines.
What are you doing in my house? Huh? You so-called traitor.
How come we see when we talk?
Call yourself protector.
Yes, you are.
You're nothing but traitor.
I was making stuff up on the spot.
Just thinking about how different our worlds are. You here teaching the children peace. Well, me out here seeing nothing but conflict and violence, Mugabe.
It's not so different.
He would have to say something for my line to make sense. Yeah. And then he doesn't say it. So I'm like, okay, what do I say?
You're planning something. I can see it in your eyes.
What would you do if you had to choose between staying safe and fighting for what is right?
When you are on stage, so very many things happen. You get at times to forget your lines and everything. And Dedan has spoken about understanding and grasping the story of Dedan Kimathi. Do you know the story of Dedan Kimathi? Okay, maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you know the story?
At first, I will say like a 4, like before the show even started, like even a 3. But now, I think it's like a 8. I think I've probably not fully understood it, like fully, because I have a very, very bad habit. When I sit myself down and tell myself I'm going to read the script today, I'll only read the parts where I am, and that's not nice. I need to read the whole thing from start to end. So I feel like I need to do that more, and during this week I need to read my script at least once before we have our shows this weekend.
How was it when you were casted for the production?
So during Mekati Lily, I told myself the next production I have to get main character. But of course, when they said we're doing Dedan Kimathi, it's our guy, so I couldn't do main character. So I looked for the female lead. So I auditioned for Mukami at first, because I was like, Mukami is the female lead, that's what I want. So when the first cast list came back, I got Mukami. But then, during our first table read, I read Muthoni's lines, and I was like, I want this. I don't want Mukami anymore. I want Muthoni.
Who is Muthoni in this?
Muthoni is a field marshal. She's a very powerful woman. Wow. She's the first woman who ever dined with Dedan at the table. So she was very, very powerful.
Was Mukami jealous of Muthoni?
Yes, she was. She was insecure about mine and Dedan's relationship.
Mukami, came sooner than expected. What news do you bring?
Oh, my dearest Dedan. How dare you mistake me for your worried wife? And my footsteps as heavy as hers.
What are you doing here?
So what does this teach you about life? How do you maybe correlate that to day-to-day life?
Okay, first of all, I feel like me and Mudhoni are very similar. We have some similar traits. So I feel like even Namiri is always telling me there's no one else who would have fit to do Mudhoni as best as I do it, because I feel like we are very similar. So I feel like to get Mudhoni's role was not that hard because we share similar traits.
Talk to me about when you have to come for practice, the times you have class. Is there like a specific time? For example, in my school, we used to have like time for clubs and everything. So I was in drama club. So anytime we used to meet for clubs, I'd go there and practice. Is it the same thing here, or how does you go about it?
So yes, we do have clubs, but for the rehearsals, we'd like put out a set time. Sometimes it would be after school, or sometimes it would be during school. We'd have to take some lessons to do our rehearsals. So you really have to balance. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your co-curriculars, but if it's for the production, the show must go on.
How does, what's the one thing that you can say you've learned out of this whole experience?
There is so much to be said, honestly. But my counterpart, the line producer who's not here today, Marissa Thomas, she and I have worked so closely because we've been rehearsing for 8 months. And 8 months is a quarter, no, it's only a quarter of the year that's missing.
Yeah.
So 4 months out of the
Three-quarter.
year. Yeah,
Quarter of the
three-quarter of the year. So you can imagine just 8 months of hard work, pure sweat, dedication, time, all of it being put into like one weekend. It's a lot. So I can say hard work, perseverance, dedication, trust, confidence, a lot.
How are you dealing with, at times, najua mngekosana, kuna time namka hivi Dedan leo amenibo, Tando leo hapana, tuwezi fanya. Were there such moments?
Of course, there are those such moments, but
how are you dealing with them?
You're a different person on stage, imagine. Well, because they're actors, they can tell you that you are not Dedan. No, sorry, you are not Namiri. Yes. You are Dedan on stage. So whatever beef you have with Ariana, can you not bring that to Mudhoni on stage? You just be Dedan, you do Mudhoni, get your stuff on stage done, finish, you go bicker outside. But if you're on stage, do what you have to do. It's business.
Wow. What has been your, one thing, that your biggest takeout from this? And is it something that you'd explore maybe after school, doing theatre and such kind of productions?
I would say my biggest takeout is that nobody really cares. I know it might sound weird, but when you're on stage, they're looking at how you're portraying the person. They're not looking at, oh, that's Tando, why is he acting like a fool? No, they're looking at what you're doing, yeah. So just when you get on stage, enjoy yourself.
My biggest takeout, I have to say the same thing as him. I have had a problem with letting go till before the shows. Like last week, I still had a problem with letting go, because I feel like I'm too conscious about what people think of me. And now people, when you're on stage and then you mess up, people will look at how you've messed up as Ariana and not Mudhoni. Like, people don't care. People do not care. So I feel like that's very important. And also, do not give up, because we've had our ups and downs through this whole experience, and not giving up is very important. Just keep going, keep pushing yourself, and yeah. And then if I will do this after school, I would.
100%.
I would, because Mekatilili, after I did it, I told myself, yeah, I might do it, because my sister does this. From Mekatilili, my sister got an opportunity to go to Australia and pursue performing arts. So now that she's there, she's succeeding, I'm like, yeah,
how was it for you, doing all this, like a whole 8 months? Ulichoka sana? Did it ever get to a point? Sorry, did it get to a point where you're tired? Maybe you're like, to see must.
Hey, yeah, but like you had to really push yourself like a lot. But the thing for me is, I didn't like start out as Mokami. I didn't even audition to be an actor.
What?
Yeah. I like initially when they were auditioning, I was like, go Ariana, go Tando, go, you guys can do it. I wanted to be part of the crew because like before I used to find a really hard time putting myself out there. And my mom used to always be like, no, Ma, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to do something to push yourself. You know, you're amazing. Just let people see you for you. For me, I was still like, no, thank you. And then there was a time we were having a table read, and Mr. Lewis even told me he saw something in me. And when he told me that he wants me to learn the lines and come and audition on a Saturday, I was like, okay, let me just do it. Like, because I remember I was with Ariana, and she's like, Nema, just do it. Like, that role, like, you have like a lot of qualities of it, because I'm not a very outgoing, very energetic, very loud person. Like, I'm calm, collected, So I just went ahead, I did it, and after I had to start now from square one. I had never acted before in my life. The first time I did was with her.
Then the first,
it was so bad.
Because you know, you see, Yacha, do you know why? Yacha, how did you get it down? Where did you get this blade? Who do you think? Muzoni, where have you people been? I have searched everywhere for you. Kimathi, Mukami, you know very well that I cannot disclose Dedan's whereabouts to you. And you, Mukami, of all people, should know this. Why do you need him so urgently?
So it was a really fun experience, and I'm kind of sad that it's come to an end. Can't lie. I'm really sad. Now what will I be doing on Saturday? What will I be doing after school? Hey, like in our candidates. So.
Dedan, you know, first of all, you are not Kikuyu, but in between, I could hear folk songs. I could hear, you know, people speaking native language that is Kikuyu and sing all those Kikuyu songs. Did you learn a thing or two about maybe a different community?
Most definitely. Like, I told myself, I had acted in like 2 plays before this, but one thing I've learned is that I'm going to humble myself in every opportunity I get. So coming to this, I came in with a completely new perspective, and I was like, I'm going to learn as much as I can about the Kikuyu culture. Wow, I entered a rabbit hole. And now, even sometimes when I'm driving, you just catch me listening to Mugithi or like listening to some nice Kikuyu gospel or something. And as you can hear, they all complained about me and my script. Like, honestly, I'm a very slow learner, so call me some slack, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, because the funny thing is, why it took me so long was because I also was memorizing their lines.
Oh.
I was memorizing their lines, I was memorizing some other person's lines I shouldn't even be memorizing, because I wanted to fully immerse myself in this. I remember going home after school and I'm so tired. My friends would knock on the door, like they don't even call me. They're like, hey, where? Christian and Paul, like they'd always just say, we're going to do this. You must memorize the script by force, by fire. Your actors will not suffer. So like I'm tired, but they'll force me to memorize my script. So if I didn't have that, I don't think these guys would have struggled even more because of my fumble. But overall, I feel like the takeaway is I love acting. I love being, because I'm a very weird person. Like, I can't use one accent.
Our dreams were woven into the fabric of a free people. Without that freedom, our dreams are mere illusions.
One day you catch me using a Nigerian accent, the next day you're catching me using a British accent. I can't use one.
I need to be alone. I need to think.
Right here, I am joined by the bosses themselves. These are the faces that are making our young superstars be superstars on stage and everything. Na Tanzania, Marisa, once again.
Hi, my name is Marissa Thomas. I'm in year 11 and I am the proud student producer of Dedan Kimathi the musical.
Wow, interesting. Yeah. And to our gentleman, looking sharp, sir.
Thank you. My name is Luis Cavoy Xavier. I'm the production director, Dedan Kimathi.
First of all, what is your role as a production director?
The production director basically carries the entire vision of the entire production. So whatever creative decisions that have been made within the production is basically from the director. So it's more like you see like a vehicle, like they're the body and the driver at the same time. Yeah.
How is it working with young people?
I love working with young people, just for the simple fact that they're very malleable and they're very receptive. They're open to learning, they're committed to learning, they want to try different things. And, just sort of seeing their growth and where they come from and, where they are headed to, it's quite encouraging. I think that's what keeps me doing this every single day.
Many of them have told me, you were talking to them, encouraging them and whatnot. First of all, why do you do it?
Because I just feel like I want everyone to see the potential that they have in themselves. Because I see it, so why shouldn't you see it too? And I want everyone to believe in themselves and see that they have a chance to be great instead of keeping it to themselves.
Wow. And have you tried acting yourself?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I've just never been really interested in it. But if there is another production coming up, I might.
When you're working with young people, many of them right now, the era of the internet, society, everything is changing as compared to when you were growing up, for example. How are you able to bring that balance? For example, now they're learning at home, they're seeing things on the internet and everything. There's so much information that is out there, and then they still have to come here and still learn and hear from you. How do you maintain that balance?
So you sort of have to strike a balance and push yourself to go to their level. You have to connect with them. I believe teaching, they say teaching is a calling. It's beyond calling for me. It's more about the connection that I have with the young ones. Knowing each and everyone's interests, knowing their capabilities, knowing their hobbies, and then going back and researching onto those so that I can have a moment to connect with them differently based on what they love or what they need at that particular moment. So I think that helps me create that balance between, the digital babies and the analog babies, But at the same time, I think the most interesting thing is once someone understands that you actually care about them, it's very easy for you to actually be at a vantage point of inspiring them.
Lastly, why is it important for them to learn? Because with this particular production, there was a lot of folk songs, local dialects. For example, they were speaking a lot of Kikuyu. Why is it important for young learners, or rather for learners, to go back to their roots?
There's a Swahili saying that says "Mwachamila ni mtumwa." A person who forsakes their culture is more like a slave, I'd say. So it's very important for them to understand the culture, the cultural aspect. I think our country is blessed to have so many tribes that have beautiful cultures, and we are woven together by the fabric of those particular cultures. So I think bringing now the culture back to them and making them understanding how beautiful Kikuyu is, how beautiful the Mijikenda is through Mekatilili and the many stories that we're going to do. It sort of fosters now an understanding of the role of culture within a society and also within their own lives. So it creates an equitable platform where students can be diverse, experience, and then it's deeply rooted in our mission statement. Because at Woodcreek School we say we are providing a culturally diverse education. So that is what it means for us, because at the end of the day we want to produce students who are not just students but are agents of change within the society. And for you to be an agent of change within a society, you must look beyond my tribe, you must look beyond my culture and also see other people's culture and how beautiful the fabric of it woves into our lives.
What can you say you learned from this whole experience?
I learned patience, very, very important with these people. Sometimes they can be very stubborn.
We sleep, fighters for freedom tonight. Yes!
I also learned the weight of the story of the production, the weight of Dedan Kimathi, everything he's done for our country and our nation. I knew about him, but I didn't know how heavy the burden he carried for the independence of Kenya was.
Good stuff. I mean, and guys should come and watch the play. We have the last one happening today. Invite them. Tell them to come to your school.
Guys, please come and see us on Saturday at 6 p.m. and on Sunday, if you haven't watched it on Saturday, come and see us at 3 p.m. We will be very happy to see you guys.
All right. And what should they expect once they come to school, Mwalimu?
Well, they expect to be mind blown. If I am to quote one of our audiences who've reviewed our show, it's a capsule of time traveling. We are bringing the past to you so that you can experience it in the present and in the future. So when they come, they're going to experience a rich story, which is culturally diverse at the same time, which is very historical and has a lot of lessons that we can carry in our day-to-day lives.
This October and November, Woodcreek School Theatre Ensemble brings you Dedan Kimathi, a legacy of rebellion. Buy your tickets on our school website or at mook.com.
They call me the trendsetter, artist of trends. I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. Please tell us where you want us to come hang out with you. This has been TEEN Republic. You guys are easy? You guys are good?
Easy.